Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And your plan has got to have something I call the C5 complex. Your plan has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have a plan. And when you're trying to do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B. Plan B sucks. I mean, think about that for a second. 3 examples. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls because he was committed to plan A, not plan B. Oprah Winfrey became the queen of all media because she was committed to plan A, not plan B. Barack Obama is sitting in the White House because he was committed to plan A, not plan B. Plan B sucks.
If I start insulting you in another language, you feel nothing. They don't mean anything to you because it's you who puts the meaning to it. Me, I know what it means, but it doesn't matter how hard I scream them to you. You might start laughing. Take their words, take away the value of the words, and drop them to the floor. If you take that away, they fall to the ground. They never get to touch you. They are nothing.
Never say, I can't afford it. My rich dad forbade his son and me to say the words, I can't. He says, ask yourself, how can I? The reason I have so much money is because I don't say I can't do it. I just go, how can I do it? And I just go and do it.
There's this quote that I remind myself of because it's helped me so much when I remember it. If a flower doesn't bloom, do you blame the flower or do you blame its environment? Right? So imagine like if this plant didn't bloom, are you going to like blame the plant and check the plant, or are you going to check the soil? Are you going to check the light? Are you going to check the air around it, the humidity? Because that's the reason why the plant grows, right? So we are that flower, right? But if we're not growing or we're not sprouting or blooming the right way, what is your environment? Who are you talking to? Yeah. What Instagrams are you scrolling? What things are you filled with in your feed? What's your mind constantly talking about, even if it's about your body? Yeah. Even if it's constantly like when you look in the mirror and you're just fixated on that part of your body, that's poison.
You meet somebody wealthy, their family at one point was not wealthy. And then the one shows up. The one. One person changes the family tree forever. In my family, I'm the one. And it wasn't because I wanted it or I hoped for it. I fought for it. I want to win. I want to fight for my family. I want my mom and dad proud of me. I want my kids proud of me. I want me proud of me. I want to look in the mirror and be happy with the man I look back at. That he gave it everything, that he went for it.
I just didn't want to live anymore. I was happy to die at 27. I was happy to finish, that was it. Nothing or nobody could bring me back. Not my wife and kids, didn't care about nothing. Every day I woke up, I just wanted to die. It's a crazy way to be, but only people who understand, like, who's been through depression and all that sort of stuff will understand what I'm saying. When you're so down and every day you wake up, even if it's sunshine and it's grey and you're negative all the time, you're infectious. You infect people who are around you, make them negative and down, and you push everybody away and you just want to be left alone, like in a dark corner and left alone. If you had your arm chopped off, then people could see it and they know you've got a proper injury. But with you being mentally unwell, you can't see in someone's brain. So I could be here now and I look okay, but I could be hearing voices in my mind, or I could be going back and forth with my own self. I don't know, it's one of the worstest things that I've ever experienced, like being punched in the face or grueling training or whatever has happened to me in my life. Nothing could ever compare with mental health struggle.
Who would like this $20 bill?
I do.
I'm going to give it to one of you, but first, let me do this. Okay, now who still wants it?
I do.
What if I do this? And who wants it now? My dear students, I've just showed you a very important lesson. No matter what I did with this money, you still wanted it because it never lost its worth. It's still worth $20. Well, there are many times in our lives when we feel like life has crumbled us up and ground us into the dirt. We may make some bad decisions or have to deal with some poor circumstances. And sometimes lives can make us feel worthless. But no matter what has happened, no matter what will happen, you never lose your worth. You never lose your value. Don't ever forget that.
You don't know what to do, you do nothing. You get still until you do know. Because when you have to ask everybody else, should I do this, should I, and that's whether it's buying a pair of shoes or going with a guy, buying a house, taking a job, should I? When you have to ask everybody else, it means you don't really know the answer fully yourself. So you get still, be still, and know the answer will come.
There's two types of men out there, the purpose-driven man and the pleasure-driven man. Let me tell you about the pleasure-driven man. The pleasure-driven man is someone who is out of shape, in a mental funk, suffering in silence, going through life in a state of depression, anxiety, and stress. He knows he's meant for more, except he's not willing to step out of his comfort zone to get what he deserves in life. Then there's the purpose-driven man. The purpose-driven man knows that he deserves more, and he goes after what he wants. He's a man of discipline, a man of productivity, a man of time management. He's a protector and a provider, and he's a savage servant.
You gotta just know that everything is temporary. And when you try and hold on to something, that's when it can destroy you. Anything. You know, people, seasons, places, things are all temporary, and that's why you have to enjoy that present, right?